Hello everybody. Can you smell it? What's that? Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Gosh. Growing up in the 90s, right? Well, hello everybody. How are you guys doing? And that smell is, that is flowers a-blooming and trees a-blossoming. Yes, you know, the plums are opening up, the eugenias are opening up, the mulberries. Look at that. I like to pick on my mulberries because for fruit, some of these guys are so uber insane, out of this world productive. You will be turning purple, you know, trying to keep up with how much fruit these guys can actually give you. And so, yeah, picking on this here, my favorite mulberry variety. Well, yeah, it's a pretty good tasting one. Pakistan is a completely different flavor, but flavor-wise, my favorite is actually a native variety called Wacissa. But for productivity and flavor and just sheer absolute yield, you cannot beat this right here. This is a Chiang My 60, of course, and I always love to feature her in videos because look at that. Those little tiny flowers right now will become fat, inch and a half long, thumb size berries within the next few weeks. And just look at every bud on there. You see that right there? Can you see that? If you just look at that one bud right there, it's got 2, 4, 6, 8 berries on it, just out of that one bud that broke. And that's a small one, gosh. And then just look at that tip there. That's got 14, 15 berries on it, and just absolutely so productive. Had to share it. I'm out here. We're warming up. We've got a front coming through later in the week. It's beginning of February. But I believe we are done with any freezing temperatures for this winter, which is, I'm hopeful, you know, normally the beginning of February where we are now, it's not actually February yet, I think tomorrow's the 1st, we can still get a pretty cold blast that'll freeze us. But looking at the weather and everything, I think optimistically, cautiously, we are done unless something comes late February, which can happen, but hopefully not, because everybody is blossoming. The plums, the mulberries, the apples, the eugenias, everything, blackberries, blueberries, because we had such a cold start to the winter, which we were very cool in October, and then we were very cold the beginning of November, and then we were very cold the beginning of December, which normally we don't get very cold until the end of December, January. So we got whacked with everything super early, just like everybody else did. So everything is actually opening up about right on time, the end of January, February. But I'm hoping we are done with the cold, because last winter we got the cold blast that knocked back all of our blossoms, all of the young fruit. But this year the trees are a bit later because we were very cold early, and that kept them dormant to February here and looking good. But just a quick little video. I hope you guys are enjoying the warm weather and getting that food grown, right? And hopefully you've got mulberries cuttings getting started, or mulberries already in the ground fruiting, and you will get to taste some amazing fruits. I know quite a few have gotten these Chiang Mai 60 from me, which they are just amazing mulberries. Out of all the varieties that I grow, the Chiang Mai 60 here has quality, you know, that's taste and everything, Berries are firm, but when they're perfectly ripe, they're still firm, super delicious. So I mean, productivity, you know, taste, quality, they got it all as a dwarf tree, you know, compared to other monster mulberries. So you really cannot beat this variety. There are others, they all have their different flavors, but for what this tree is and how productive it is, truly awesome. And out of all those varieties, I'd say this, again, for its size, is the most productive variety. The only other ones that I have close that come close to the productivity of Chiang Mai 60 here is Tice, which is not as productive as Chiang Mai 60 and not as good tasting in my opinion. World's Best, which is very similar to Chiang Mai 60, and but I still prefer the Chiang Mai. I think the flavor is a little better, so they're very similar. They taste a little different. Firmness is different. World's Best holds a little better on the tree, but you know. And my absolute most productive variety is a native type called Wacissa, and you cannot beat that variety. You literally stand underneath those beasts and you will harvest, you know, pinky, about an inch long, but pinky size instead of thumb size, mulberries. It looks like purple rain, guys. And seriously, one of those trees will give you 5-gallon bucketfuls at a time of berries. Yeah, and they have that classic mulberry flavor. Where Chiang Mai here is a tropical, subtropical mulberry variety, so it has a completely different flavor. But yeah, just talking about mulberries, yakking out about spring. I'm excited when things get growing, guys. Out here with the chickens, we got chicks everywhere, got eggs everywhere. I'm glad I do not have to buy eggs, trust me. And look at that. The promise of some delicious, amazing mulberry fruits. I love you guys. Excuse me there. If you still want some cuttings, these have just opened up in the past week, and I did get some cuttings before, so they are ready to go. If you want to buy and grow an awesome must-have mulberry variety, Chiang Mai 60, guys, hit me up below in the description, because you gotta grow food, gotta grow tasty, nutritious, awesome things that will make you enjoy the beautiful weather. It's gorgeous out today, about 75 degrees right now, just beautiful out. And I get to come out and stare at these amazing trees blossoming and providing for me and my family. I'll make some more videos when the fruit's ripening up, you know, go around to all the mulberries. I know you guys love seeing that. Just stayed here and yacked away right here. It's a single shot, but all the mulberries are really doing great right now. These are all the super early mulberries. The Chiang Mai, Maui over there. Let's go look at Maui. Well, before we get to Maui, there's Pakistan first off. Pakistan is opening up beautifully. Another subtropical mulberry, Pakistan. Right next to it right here, this is Shangri-la. Shangri-la is a native selection along with Ranger. Can you see Ranger back there behind Shangri-la? Another native one. So they are not really breaking bud yet. They're the later mulberries. And here is a Maui. This one, even though it's very, very early, it is very much more, excuse my poor English, much more cold tolerant than some of the other tropical mulberries. Maui here is very early, a tropical mulberry, but the most cold tolerant of the tropical types. And look at that. So there are all the mulberry guys, mulberry varieties. They're all flowering, they're all fruiting for me. Beautiful. Maui here is really, really awesome flavor. Awesome, super flavor. Very unique, super flavored mulberry. Very sweet. But there's just a little snippet of everybody flowering and things going and getting moving for the year. And once all the fruits ripening up, I'll make another video for you guys. But yeah, these are the super early mulberries, and some of the native ones still have probably 2-3 weeks before they'll start budding out, you know. And yeah, grow food, guys. I love you. If you're looking for some cuttings, check out the info below in the description. You gotta grow food, and you cannot beat. If you want some berries, which, you know, nutrition wise can't beat berries, you gotta get you some mulberries. Super easy to grow. You see that green anole up there? He's sitting there sticking his dewlap out. Can you see him? I don't know if you can. Anyway, you gotta grow mulberries, guys. You have a range of sizes, range of fruit colors, flavors, and the productivity for what you got to put into them is mind-blowing. So much fruit with absolutely so little effort, and you can't beat that. See you guys later. Love you. This one's Maui, but I've got Chiang Mai below. Check them out. See you later. Love you guys. Love mulberries. Grow food.